Spring is springing, people. I'm Taylor Martinez, and I'm in Ojai at the Ojai Valley Athletic Club, the beautiful host of one of the best tennis tournaments. Today on CIF Southern Section this week, we're chatting with some of our CIF participants right here in Ojai. We'll also be chatting with Tarek and checking in on a local athletic director as he makes his way to his next chapter. Plus, I'm getting a full lesson on all things track and field. It's time for CIF Southern Section this week. Starting things off right here in the beautiful city of Ojai in its 123rd annual event, 144 CIF Southern Section boys tennis athletes are out here representing their schools and our section. Let's check it out.
I really like the location. It's nice to just take a break from school and just come here, play good tennis, see all the different levels of tennis. There's like college tennis, our CIF tournament, a USTA tournament, so it's just nice to for a fresh change.
This brings like a lot of confidence and energy going into CIF because it's time you get to play with like your friend, doubles with your friend, and just be loud and bring a lot of energy.
We're also playing dubs for league finals. Gonna go into CIF, maybe try to win it again.
Yeah, last year we did really well, so hopefully we can
Run it back.
Moving from swinging tennis rackets to swinging golf clubs, Murrieta Valley's Maddie Salmon has been working on her golf game since she was just a young girl.
Beautiful.
That's Murrieta Valley's Maddie Salmon. Maddie has grown up participating in a variety of sports,
Go, Maddie, go!
but golf has won her heart. Maddie first picked up a club at age 7 and has been swinging her way through courses ever since.
My dad kind of introduced it to me and my sister. He just kind of kept teaching us in the house and at the range, and we just kind of started getting serious about it after that.
Coach them from the beginning, from when they didn't know how to play at all, and then see them, grow taller and stronger and become better, and the results get better as time goes. And it's really fun to see that growth and to see them do well.
Maddie's sister Lauren is also a great golfer and graduated from Vista Murrieta in 2024.
Something that's been important is that they're involved in the high school sports system. A lot of athletes are not necessarily going that direction anymore. And we find a lot of value to participating and representing your school and being a part of that.
The sisters push each other to do their best, but a competitive nature runs through the family. And Maddie got to sit back and experience her sister's high school years before she had the chance of her own.
Really cool just to see her kind of journey through high school, getting banners with her name on it at school. It's like, oh wow, I want to do that too. Or also I kind of want to beat her a little bit.
This made for a fun 2023 season for the Salmons, with Maddie in her first high school season and her sister in her last, especially when it came to league finals and it was Salmon versus Salmon.
Maddie had like a 10-footer maybe for the win, and Lauren went up to her and was just like, this is going in, you got this. And then it went in, sunk, she got the win, and I don't think, it was super exciting that Maddie won the league championship that year, but also just to have the support of her sister. I don't think anyone was more excited for her than her sister. So it was just kind of a win-win for our family and for seeing them just be super supportive of each other.
Lauren held that title for the 2 years prior, so it stayed in the family. Lauren now plays at the collegiate level, and Maddie has 2 more seasons to enjoy the high school journey.
It's really been fun to kind of see her over the last couple of years just really kind of come into her own. I know there's probably a lot of pressure chasing your older sister, and she's done a great job. And we got a long, long way to go, and just to kind of continue to see her grow and improve, it's going to be fun.
Another athlete going the extra mile, or thousands of miles by airplane, to build his skill level in the game he loves most is Oak Park's Micah DeCloudt. Oak Park's Micah DeCloudt lives and breathes lacrosse.
Micah started playing lacrosse when he was the ball boy for his old high school, Simi High School, when he was 6th grade maybe. Varsity players kind of took a liking to him and started teaching him how to play and throw and catch, and he's been going ever since.
He just wrapped up his senior season, but spent every bit of off-season putting in the work to improve his skills. One of his first stops was spending last summer in Canada.
In Canada,
you have kids that are 16 all the way up to 21. And you're playing with those guys, like you got to be able to like compete at that level. It's a lot more physical and rough to play out there.
He came home and then went to Maryland for the U16 Combine.
Micah's journey has put him on the field with some of the nation's top talent, whether it was representing Southern California, the entire West Coast, or a national team. He's tried it all. And now his Oak Park team just completed a great 2025 season.
Last year we only graduated one senior, so we've been playing with the same team for going to be 2 years now. So I think we have a very tight bond.
The coaching staff here in Oak Park has really taken to Micah, and the school has been amazing, and just to see the growth in him from 1 year to the next.
Next stop for Micah, Tennessee Wesleyan University. Amazing opportunities Mike has been participating in, and a big shout out to him and his Oak Park team on an absolutely incredible season. Sticking to the sport of lacrosse, Dos Pueblos Athletic Director Dan Feldhaus is moving on to the next chapter of his career, and lacrosse is written on those next pages. Here's Dos Pueblos media student Josh Contime with more.
1, 2, 3, Chargers! Mr. Feldhaus started here in 2003, where he worked as a PE teacher and coached football and baseball.
So I've been the athletic director for 17 years. I've loved the job. And I think it's just time for a change. The job requires a lot of late hours, a lot of time being here at school, and I think I've had a good run, and I'm just ready to hand that off to somebody else. I'm also ready to jump back and to do some other things. It's been a while since I've been teaching in the classroom. It's been a while since I've actually been able to coach, so I'm looking forward to jumping in those things as well. So it was a process where I was working with Mr. Woodard and just trying to figure out the timing. And this year just worked out well, where I was able to go in a different direction. And the biggest factor is I just wanted to stay here at DP. And the timing with this change allows me to be at DP. And I'm actually really excited about what's next, with the next chapter of my life here at DP. I'm not retiring. I still have about 5 years till I can retire, but I'm just going to hand the reins over to somebody else as athletic director. I've had a good run.
After his announcement to step down from his position as athletic director, he also announced he would become the new girls lacrosse coach.
I am so excited to be coaching these girls. The team that I get to coach is awesome. They give everything they've got in games and at practices, and it's been such a blessing in my life to come and coach this team again, or coach this team and to be in coaching again.
Shortly after his announcement to become coach for the girls, he was selected by the California State Athletic Directors Association as the Athletic Director of the Year from the Channel Coast Athletic Directors Association.
There's a group of athletic directors, all the schools between here and Calabasas High School. We have an Athletic Director Association, and they took nominations, and someone nominated me, and they voted, and I got the award this year. So again, very blessed and very thankful that to be recognized in this way. It's a great send-off to be recognized by my colleagues, and again have the school recognized in this way also. So as I end my tenure as athletic director, it's just a great way to kind of an award to send me off into the next thing, which I'm very excited for in the next phase of my career also, just to go back into teaching and coaching again. So
throughout Mr. Feldhaus' time as athletic director, he's helped DP bring in multiple sports and mountains of success. The future is bright here at DP, and a big thanks to Mr. Feldhaus. For DP News, this has been Josh Conheim reporting.
Congratulations to him. Still to come on CIF Southern Section this week, Tarek is breaking down spring playoff matchups, and later you'll see me hone in on all of my track and field skills. See you after the break. Welcome back to CIF Southern Section this week. The spring season has just flown by us. Playoffs are here. Tarek Fattal is also here, and he's giving us some section standouts to keep your eyes on this postseason.
Taylor, we are almost to the finish line. That's right. It kind of feels like even high school sports get senioritis. That's right. We were in football in the fall. That seems like yesterday. And winter, we had the hoops, right? And the championships ended in March. The state championships, that is. The section championships were at the end of February. And then here we are through the spring season already. And the baseball and softball championships, along with swimming and track and field and lacrosse, are also underway. But today, I want to touch on the baseball and softball championships. The playoffs start this week, and by the time this airs, there'll be some eliminations probably, and some teams, of course, advancing. But the championships aren't until the end of May. Now, I have to touch on, of course, Corona High School. They're the number one team in Division I in baseball. They are standouts. We're talking about the defending national champions. They won the 2024 Division I championship last year 5-0 over a studly Harvard Westlake. That's how dominant they were. They are the number one seed again at 26-2. And maybe one of the surprises of the 2025 spring baseball season, Crespi High School, 22-2 and won the Mission League. First time they've won it, I want to say, since like 2009, 2010. It has been a while. Notre Dame and Harvard Westlake, usually the teams that win that Mission League, or at least vying for it. So here comes Crespi in that number 2 speed. And the number 3 and 4 spots in Division I, Huntington Beach and St. John Bosco, the Sunset League champion and the Trinity League champion. That's Division I for baseball. Keep a lookout for that Division I field. It's loaded. Quick little touch on Division II. Division II, La Habra, Simi Valley, Oaks Christian, and Gar make up those top 4 divisions. La Habra, the Freeway League champion. Simi Valley, the Coastal Canyon League champion. They went 22-5 this year and edged out a very good Royal team to win that league. Now shifting gears to softball. Out in Riverside County, the powerhouse, the machine, the factory is Norco High School. Number 1 seed in softball this year in Division I. I'm not so sure anyone's going to beat them, but maybe. We'll find out. Etiwanda, the number 2 seed in Division I, they also get a bye. So those top 2 seeds get a bye. They have to wait a little bit before that second round matchup. But Orange Lutheran and Ayala round off those top 3 seeds in Division I. Orange Lutheran, the Trinity League champion, and Ayala, the Palomares League champion. Really, really good teams in Division I. Of course, softball known to be a hotbed here in Southern California. And really, the Southern section has the best softball, arguably, in the country. And it'll be on display in these coming weeks before the championships at the end of May. Quick recap on Division II, top 4 seeds, California, Liberty, Agora, and Linfield Christian. You can go to the CIF-SS.org website, check out all these brackets. There's 8 divisions in softball and 9 divisions in baseball. We're going to crown a champion at the end of May. Then the summer will roll around, and we will conclude another high school sports season in the CIF-Southern section, the 24-25 season, almost at the end. I'm Tarek Fattal. Taylor, back to you.
As always, thank you, Tarek. Coming up after the break, the Long Beach Poly track and field team is giving me a full how-to on perfecting some of the most popular track and field events. Track and field is a sport with many, many events, but nevertheless, an exciting one to watch, with a little something for everyone. Long Beach Poly has a great history when it comes to track and field, and always seem to be having the best time out there. Well, I went to campus to learn some tips and tricks from some of the best. First up, we are here with Jill, and we are going to do a little high jump. Okay. Explain to me, what simple steps would you use to perfect this event?
I don't know if you can perfect it in simple steps, but so I start with my right foot in front because I'm jumping off this side. Then we're just going to take 5 steps straight, which usually puts me like way closer to the bar. And then we're going to do 5 on the turn. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I take off my right. And you want to put your foot towards the back corner at like kind of a 45-degree angle. Okay. And then just drive your knee up. Drive your knee and arm up at the same time.
Higher the knee, the higher you get?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So from that mark, how far is this distance?
It's like 53 feet.
So you get 53 feet in 10 steps?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and the right.
Thank you.
Hello guys, this is Jay Nakins. I'm going to be teaching Taylor how to do the spin technique and shot put. Step 1 is you want to get your feet on the edge of the circle like this. Right? Make sure you're nice and balanced. Make sure you feel comfortable. For step 2, right, we're gonna go into pivots. You turn all the way here and you bring your right leg all the way around all the way around, and you step into the middle. For step 3, right? You on your pivot, you got the ball in your neck, your arm is extended. You want to come around, wrap this left leg around, right, and get a nice little finish position, nice balance of power.
You launch it?
Yeah, so basically you go here, you turn this foot, and you just launch it. Make sure you flick the wrist too.
Flick of the wrist.
Yeah, flick of the wrist.
Balance, pivot, step, flick the wrist.
Yes.
Okay. Balance.
Go.
Step in.
Step in the middle. Yeah.
Throw.
Yeah, like that. Try to reel in that little ring for CIF for track. Yes, ma'am.
Come over to the pit. You're not gonna go on just yet, but I'm showing you what it's gonna look like.
Okay.
Your arms are like this because you want to put power into it, and then your knee is gonna come up like that.
This is nerve-wracking. I'm scared.
What I want you to do.
I'm scared. Props to you guys. This is hard.
It's okay. It took me a while. You're really close.
Oh, the microphone.
It's okay.
I quit. I'm gonna leave this to the pros, okay?
We're gonna teach you right here is how to run the proper 4x1.
Step 1 to a 4x1. You wanna make sure you locked in with your teammates before y'all go to your zones. Dap each other up, love on each other. Pray. We pray before.
Bring it to God.
Then we go to our zones. Everyone has 2 strips of tape. You wanna be at the bottom of the diamond, step in 1 by 1 to however your mark is. You normally go based off your mark depending on your teammate's speed.
After you put the tape down, you want to make sure you look across the track.
You're right.
And you point at your teammates. Hey, baby, we good? You know, you got to make sure you check in with every single one of them. I mean, on step 3. We're on step 3 of this. Getting out hard, finishing.
You getting out hard, you getting your zone. Wait, we skipped a step.
My fault.
We talked about this. You can't be too in a rush to get in your stance to go. When you say stick, you want to get
We talking straight. We talking straight arm.
Straight arm.
We talking straight arm.
Thumb down. Stiff wrist.
Straight
so
arm.
you
Stiff
get
wrist.
the baton.
Boom.
You get it, and you just have fun, stay relaxed, and go run.
Sick.
Hey guys, I'm Eris, and today we're going to be teaching Taylor how to long jump in 3 simple steps.
All right, step 1.
Step 1, what you're going to do is you're going to get ready. You're going to get mentally ready, you're going to get ready. Put your jump leg in front and, just relax. Step 2 is you're going to run not as fast, but you're going to build up, progressively build up. And then when you get to the whiteboard, just jump.
All right, so we're setting up, building up our run,
Yep.
and jumping. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna hurt myself. I can't do that. I don't got the knees for that. So this is actually what you're jumping from.
Yeah.
And you make it all. That's so far.
You can do it.
I can barely make it to there.
It's not as far as you think. You did!
I felt like I was trying.
You did.
I quit. I'm leaving it to you guys. That's embarrassing.
It was
all
good
right.
though.
Good job. You did great. That's all. I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it too. Don't worry, I will leave that sport to those better suited for it. But hey, it was fun, and those athletes are great teachers. Keeping with track and field, Warren High School hosted a unified track and field meet, and I stopped by to check out the fun.
On your mark, set.
Oh man, it's super important because it gives our athletes an opportunity to compete against other schools, right? So unified sports is combining athletes and partners together, students with disabilities and students who don't, partnering them up, and then we get to compete. We practice every day pretty much, our sports, soccer, football, and track, and basketball. So there's an opportunity for us to compete against different schools.
What's the most rewarding part about it?
Oh man, seeing the athletes smile, man. Seeing them finish the races, throw the shot put, or get a good jump. Just the joy that they have, like the purity of it for them is what I most enjoy.
I always thought it was a cool idea. One of my friends, she invited me to like join the class, and ever since then, like I really enjoyed it a lot. Like being around like everybody, like I feel like they're all new friends.
Just making new friends, meeting new people.
I hope you invest in unified sports at your schools. I know it's been a great joy for us to have some of our athletes from our varsity sports come help out with our unified sports. And it's great to see the kids interacting with each other and just having fun.
If you haven't been to a unified sports event, I highly recommend getting out to it. It's one of the most amazing things you'll ever see. We'll be right back. As we wrap things up today, the 31st annual CIF Southern Section Ford Academic Award winners have been announced, and to celebrate their achievements, they were recognized during a pre-game ceremony at Angel Stadium. 376 senior athletes met the qualifications to gain the title Student Athlete of the Year for their school. In addition to this, 35 different schools were represented for team winners. Topping that list was Webb with 5 teams, followed by Long Beach Poly, San Marcos, and Santa Barbara, each with 4 academic awards.
Being a student athlete, it's kind of hard to balance everything, and like what motivates me is wanting to be like the best. Like I want to always be pushing myself to be better and do better.
I mean, time is the hardest part. You got practice, you got homework, all of it. It's just about juggling it all and trying to reach for the top, whatever you're doing.
Honestly, it helps a lot with your college resume and makes your applications look a lot better.
Basically, you just got to get on top of it. Late nights, you got to study, go to study hall, maybe even tutor if you have to, but you gotta get on top of it so you can play. Yeah.
The evening also celebrated the 2025 Southern Section Athletic Trainers of the Year presented by Hogue. Taking the titles were Cindy Kramer of Notre Dame High School and Chase Paulson of Diamond Bar High School.
This is a great honor because I work with so many good people, my colleagues, my fellow athletic trainers. I hope that I'm representing them well because I understand the value of our work.
Really just getting to put this profession in the spotlight. Athletic trainers were there when kids get hurt and they're at their worst times, and we get to celebrate the big wins with them just like everybody else. But being there along the way for everything just means a whole lot to finally get represented.
Congratulations to those two and to all of those students for their hard work in their sports and academics. That's all for today. See you next time on CIF Southern Section This Week.